Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to add some text fields, and that's because I don't even know if I said this, but I want this demo to resemble a login screen. So we'll say that the user has to enter their email and their password, and then they click a button to log in. So a really simple login screen. So we're going to add two text fields. So we type text field. What I want to do with this first one is I just want to take it and I want to align it actually right above the middle, but I want to align it somewhere on the right hand side. Looks good. Alright, good enough. And now I want to add a label. And this label is going to align to the left side and make sure that it lines up with the middle of that text field. So, alright, we'll change the colors and everything in just a second. But now, this will, let me change the text on this. So this will be for the email. Type email and hit enter. Now let me deselect that text field. And I don't want to position it right in the center, so alright, that'll be good enough. And one more label that'll say email. Or, I mean, password. Alright, so those look pretty good. Let's just change the, first of all, the font color to white. So if you go to your attributes again, with this item selected, you can click color, and there are a bunch of different ways that you can select the colors. What I can do is, well, I might as well just go to this. Select white, close. I feel like a little kid selecting from the crayon section. This isn't professional at all. Alright, so whatever. Alright, so now that we got that taken care of, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab this bottom password input and I'm going to start dragging it across just so, where am I going to put it? So somewhere right there. And I know you guys can't see the little blue line, but you're going to be able to feel a little snap. And what that snap does is it says, okay, this is positioned as far as left as I want you to, because obviously there are some guidelines that we shouldn't position different elements a certain width for one another. So whenever you have a snap, it actually means something. So you should probably think about stopping there whenever you're positioning things around. So that looks pretty good. And another thing I want to do is this. You see how the word password is a little longer than the word email? Well, since they're both kind of in the same spot, what I like to do is I like to have them the same width. So I'm just going to drag this so it's the same width as password. And later on, if we decide to, like align both of these to the right, then they're going to appear exactly like we want them. So that's a nice, another tip. Now that we have a decent looking interface, this is a pretty cool login screen. We can now hop into me teaching you what I wanted to teach you guys in the first place, and that is about the first responder. Now, the first responder is I'm going to show you guys how we can use it to fix an issue. And that issue is whenever we type something into one of these inputs, and then that software keyboard is going to pop up, like whenever you text someone. Well, if we ever try to get rid of it right now, it's not going to let us get rid of it because we have some logical issues. So I'm going to show you guys a couple different ways that you can hide that keyboard. So the first thing that I want to allow is just the user tapping the background. So we really don't have to change anything for that. Now another way I'm going to show you guys to hide it is if you have a button, and we'll say that it's a login button, and I'm going to put it at the top, because if I put it at the bottom, then whenever that keyboard pops up, we aren't going to be able to click this button. So you would never do this in real life, but just for demonstrating, that's why I'm putting it at the top. And you can also type like a log in. And let me change the color of this too. So select that. Text color can be tangerine. All right, looks good. So again, right now I'm just designing the interface. So let me go ahead and run it and make sure everything looks good. And all right, looking pretty sweet. So in the next tutorial, if you guys are like, what the heck were you talking about with a keyboard? That doesn't make sense at all. I'll show you guys what happens whenever we type text in here, the problems that occur, and how we can use first responders to fix them. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.